Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, where we explore the best ideas for a better life. Today, we're diving into one of the most transformative books out there, Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you've ever struggled to build good habits or break bad ones, this video is for you. Stick around because we're going to unpack 5 actionable insights from Atomic Habits that can completely change the way you approach your daily routines. Ready to transform your life, one tiny habit at a time? Let's get started. This is why you need to understand the power of tiny habits. These small, seemingly insignificant actions can have a profound impact on our lives. In Atomic Habits, I explain that making tiny changes, even as small as 1%, can lead to massive improvements over time. These small adjustments might not seem like much initially, but they accumulate and create significant results. This is the magic of the compound effect. Just like how a plant grows slowly but surely, or how coins stack up to create wealth, tiny habits build upon each other. It's not about dramatic overnight transformations, but about the remarkable results that come from consistent, incremental progress. Each small step you take brings you closer to your goal. Imagine improving just 1% every day. It might seem like a small, almost negligible change, but it's the consistency that matters. It might seem insignificant at first, but by the end of the year, you'd be 37 times better than when you started. This exponential growth is the true power of tiny habits. That's the power of compounding. Small, consistent actions lead to significant long-term results. So don't underestimate the power of small changes. Each tiny habit you adopt can lead to a major transformation over time. Don't get caught up in the need for radical, life-altering shifts. These can often be overwhelming and unsustainable. Instead, focus on what you can do today, right now, that will move you 1% closer to your goals. Small actions taken consistently are more effective than sporadic large efforts. Whether it's reading a page a day, taking a 5-minute walk, or making a small improvement in your daily routine, or practicing a new skill for 10 minutes, these small actions can lead to significant improvements over time. These tiny habits add up. Each small action you take builds upon the last, creating a domino effect of positive change. Remember, success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about the long-term journey and the consistent effort you put in every day. Let me share a personal example. When I started my journey, I focused on small, manageable tasks that I could do consistently. When I started writing, I committed to writing just 1 page a day. It was a small, achievable goal that I could stick to. It wasn't about writing a bestseller overnight, but about building the habit of consistent writing. Each page I wrote brought me closer to my goal. Over time, those pages turned into articles, then blog posts, and eventually into my book, Atomic Habits. Each small step was a building block towards my larger goal, and eventually into my book, Atomic Habits. This journey taught me the immense power of tiny habits and how they can lead to significant achievements. You need to hear this if you're struggling to build new habits. The next insight is habit stacking, a powerful technique that leverages your existing routines to build new ones. This involves linking a new habit to an existing one. Think about the habits you already have that are deeply ingrained in your daily routine. It could be brushing your teeth, making your morning coffee, or taking out the trash. These are your anchor habits. Now let's say you want to start flossing regularly. Instead of trying to create a completely new habit from scratch, you can stack it onto your current habit of brushing your teeth. Every time you brush, you floss right after. By stacking your habits, you create a chain reaction that makes it easier to build new routines without overloading your brain with too many changes at once. The key to successful habit stacking is to make the link between your anchor habit and your new habit as obvious and seamless as possible. You can even create a mental cue for yourself. For example, you could say to yourself, after I brush my teeth, I will floss. This verbal cue reinforces the connection and makes it more likely that you'll follow through. Another way to reinforce this habit is by setting reminders. You can use your phone to set a daily reminder to floss right after brushing. Over time, this new habit will become second nature, just like your anchor habit. The beauty of habit stacking is that it simplifies the process of habit formation. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by trying to adopt multiple new habits at once, you can gradually build them into your existing routine. This method not only makes it easier to start new habits, but also increases the likelihood of maintaining them in the long run. Celebrate your small wins along the way. Each successful habit stack is a step towards a more productive and fulfilling life. Remember, the journey of habit formation is a marathon, not a sprint. Take it one step at a time, and soon you'll see significant changes in your daily life. If you're struggling to start new habits, then you need to hear this. Insight number 3 is the 2-minute rule, a simple yet effective strategy to overcome procrastination and make starting new habits effortless. This rule is a game changer for anyone looking to build new routines without feeling overwhelmed. This rule states that when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do so. The idea is to break down your goals into bite-sized tasks that are so quick and easy, you can't find an excuse not to do them. The idea is to make your habits so easy to start that you can't say no. By lowering the barrier to entry, you set yourself up for success right from the beginning. We often overcomplicate things, setting the bar so high that we get overwhelmed before we even begin. This leads to procrastination and a cycle of inaction. Want to start reading more? Commit to reading just 1 page. It's a small step, but it gets you moving in the right direction. Want to start working out? Begin with 2 minutes of stretching. This small commitment can make it easier to transition into a full workout routine. Want to meditate daily? Start with just 1 minute of focused breathing. This brief moment of mindfulness can pave the way for longer meditation sessions. The goal is to make the initial step so small that it's almost impossible to resist. By doing so, you eliminate the mental barriers that often prevent you from starting. This approach works because it removes the friction associated with starting a new behavior. When the first step is easy, the rest of the journey feels more manageable. Our brains are wired to seek the path of least resistance. So by making the initial action ridiculously easy, we're more likely to follow through. This is a powerful way to hack your brain's natural tendencies. And here's the beauty of it. Once you've overcome that initial resistance and taken those first few steps, you're far more likely to continue. The momentum you build from these small actions can lead to significant progress over time. Remember, the 2-minute rule is not about the size of the task, but about creating a habit of starting. Celebrate these small victories, as they are the building blocks of larger achievements. By consistently applying the 2-minute rule, you can transform your approach to new habits and tasks, making it easier to achieve your goals and improve your life. This is going to blow your mind. Chapter 4, the role of the environment. For insight number 4, we're shifting our focus from internal motivation to external design, exploring the profound impact our environment has on our habits. I firmly believe that we are architects of our own behavior, and by consciously shaping our surroundings, we can make good habits easier and bad habits harder. Think of your environment as a silent guide, subtly nudging you towards or away from your desired actions. If you want to eat healthier, place fruits and vegetables at eye level in your fridge, and keep unhealthy snacks out of sight. If you want to cut down on screen time, remove the TV from your bedroom and put your phone in a different room while you work. Our environment is a powerful source of cues and triggers that influence our behavior, often without us even realizing it. By making small, strategic changes to your surroundings, you can create an environment that supports your goals and makes it easier to stick to your habits. Remember, you're not fighting against your environment. You're designing it to work for you. You need to hear this if you're struggling to build lasting habits. Chapter 5, Identity-Based Habits. Today's last insight is about shifting your focus from what you want to achieve to who you wish to become. This is the power of identity-based habits. It's about aligning your actions with your aspirations, building a sense of self that's congruent with your desired outcomes. Instead of saying, I want to run a marathon, say, I am a runner. Instead of saying, I want to eat healthier, say, I am a healthy eater. When your habits become part of your identity, they're much more likely to stick because they're not just actions you take. They're a reflection of who you are at your core. Ask yourself, what would a healthy person do? Or what would a productive person do? And then act accordingly. By embodying the identity of the person you want to become, you create a powerful feedback loop. Your actions reinforce your identity, and your identity in turn reinforces your actions. This alignment is what leads to lasting change. This is why you need to start small and dream big. There you have it, 5 powerful insights from Atomic Habits that you can start applying today. Remember, the journey to improvement is all about small, consistent actions that lead to big results over time. Embrace the power of tiny habits, leverage the magic of habit stacking, make starting effortless with the 2-minute rule, design your environment for success, and align your actions with your identity. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more actionable wisdom on personal growth. Your journey to a better you starts now. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.